sitting on a bench right in front of the local library of Tirnavos. Tirnavos is a municipality in the Larissa regional unit of the Thessaly region of Greece. It is the second largest town of the Larissa regional unit after Larissa. The town is near the mountains and the Thessalian plain. Tirnavos was built by the Slavs as a pastoral settlement with huts in the 7th or 8th century AD. Its name is the Greek spelling of the Slavic name Tirnovo, a commonplace name throughout the Balkans meaning place of thorns. In 1423, the Turkish general Turahan Bey conquered Thessaly. Turahan founded Tirnavos, gathering the local inhabitants and settling them in the new town, which he adorned with several buildings and which he granted extensive privileges. In 1770, there were 16 churches and 6 mosques in the town. I am here on the streets of Tirnavos and I'm heading to the central square of the city. This is how Tirnavos looks like. There are plenty of small shops selling almost everything from shoes. This is a grocery store. People are walking as it's a big celebration. It's the Greek Easter. This is the central square of Tirnavos that currently is under construction. I think that they're gonna renovate this beautiful square, and let's take some views. Greek Easter is a big celebration here, and people are coming from all over the country, from the major cities, just to celebrate this Greek Easter with their families and friends. This central square is full of life. People are sitting in the coffee stores, enjoying coffee and drinks. Just to give you an idea of how Greeks they celebrate their Easter. Oh, this is another part of the square. People are enjoying their drinks. This is the beautiful park of Tuba, right in the entrance of the city of Tirnavos, and right next to me you can see a beautiful monument made out of marble, a marble pillar that is built in commemoration of those who fought and died in the First World War. Their names are written on this marble pillar, as you can see, And at the top of this beautiful pillar you can see the ancient Greek helmet. Now I'm leaving Tirnavos and heading to Elassona, another small town of the prefecture of Larissa. I've just arrived in Elassona. Elassona is another town and a municipality in the Larissa regional unit in Greece. During antiquity, Elassona was called Olosson and was a town of the Peraibi tribe. It is situated at the foot of the mountain Olympus. There is a little park over here, as you can see, and I'm walking towards the central square of Elassona. It's a beautiful little town, full of trees, bushes, and plenty of plants. There is a playground for the children over here, as you can see. That families use to gather around with their children. And this is the central square of Elassona. There are many cafeterias. Children are playing football. This is the main church. I'm heading towards the central markets of the town. It's late in the afternoon and most of the shops are closed today as it is a holiday. There are still few people on the streets that have just finished their shopping. I'm approaching a beautiful small square where I found a beautifully painted Volkswagen Beetle car and a cat that maybe, who knows, is the owner of the car. I've just stopped for coffee to rest, and then I'm going to visit a monastery of Panagia Olympiotissa, and then I'm gonna take you to a walk by the river.
Take me to church, I'll worship like a dog in the shrine of your lives. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knife. After me is a deathless dash. Good God, let me give you my life. Woo-hoo!
The monastery of Panagia Olympiotissa is built on the hill northwest of the city of Elassona at the foot of the lower Olympus of Thessaly. The history of the holy monastery dates back to the 13th century, according to the old written testimonies regarding the existence and operation of the monastery. From the second half of the 13th century, Olympiotissa seems to be one of the most remarkable monastic centers in the area, with several monks and property. However, the passage of time and the unfavorable socio-political and economic conditions, the natural phenomena and the Turkish yoke were inhibiting factors in the smooth operation and building integrity of the monastery. However, after the end of the Greek Revolution and the establishment of the independent Greek state, the situation calmed down and the life of Olympiotissa continued smoothly until today. Today, the monastery is for women. The monastery owes its name to the icon of the Virgin Mary, where according to tradition it was transferred from an abandoned monastery in the settlement of Karia at the foot of Mount Olympus. Initially, according to surviving sources, the monastery was dedicated to the divine transfiguration of the Savior, and later the memory of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary was celebrated. According to a legend, after the dissolution of the monastery of Karia, the icon of the Virgin Mary miraculously started to come to the monastery of Elassona. At night, a shepherd saw a strange light coming out of a pile of wild grass. Frightened, he threw a stone at the place where the light was coming from. He immediately felt his hand paralyzed and, frightened, returned to Karia and told the story to his fellow villagers. The next day, they all went to that place together, and after searching, they found the image of the Virgin Mary in which was stuck the small stone that the shepherd had thrown. Immediately the shepherd repented, and his hand was healed. The inhabitants of Karia, with a procession, carried the icon to the monastery of Elassona. This is Elassonitis River. It is a tributary of the Tirnavos River. Its total length is about 20 kilometers and it originates from the southwestern slopes of Olympus. After crossing Elassona, it joins the river Tirnavos near the village of Amuri.